Astro Bot is the kind of game that reminds you why you fell in love with video games in the first place. In fact, this game will make you feel like a kid again to the point that even Drake would want a piece of your ass. The story here is that this green alien basically breaks through the PS5 mothership and scatters its components and resident bots across various planets. Now it's up to Astro Bot to rescue everyone and fix the PS5. Now at first glance, this might seem like a Mario-inspired ad celebrating 30 years of PlayStation with so many iconic characters past and present, and it kind of is that, but it is also way more. Simply put, trying to find a game that is as creative and innovative as Astro Bot in modern times is like trying to find an Instagram model who isn't fatherless. The controls are responsive and satisfying, the soundtrack is straight heat, this game has some of the most unique, catchy and memorable music of all time, bruh. Each level is meticulously designed and animated to perfection with some of the most beautiful graphics ever. Every corner of every area is oozing with personality and charm and feels like it was just waiting for you to arrive to show you its tricks. Astro Bot's levels are so fun and unique, it is ridiculous, man. Everywhere you go there is so much detail and interactivity, and of course the game rewards you in an old school style with hidden areas, secret levels, and actually great collectibles that are essential to the overall gameplay. Yes, look at my army. Also, this game might be the closest we'll ever get to Sony acknowledging Bloodborne. The puzzles are great, the boss fights are so unique and amazing, and like I'm trying not to go into detail with all the fantastically fun mechanics this game keeps introducing, because I feel like me talking about them would be taking away from your experience with it. So for now I'll just say that this is the kind of shit that makes you go like, damn, how did they even come up with this? It is just so wonderfully creative. Astro Bot is the type of game that you can play over and over again and never get bored. It is interesting and fun from the very first second to the very last, because almost every part of this game was designed to make you happy. I mean, why else would they put an ice cream level in here? Now I said almost every part because some parts of this game were also designed to make you angry. I would love to see someone hand their kid this game on one of the optional challenge levels and then see them absolutely fucking losing it. My one and only complaint with the game lies with these levels, because even though I enjoyed them overall, it is very apparent that some parts of these levels just have a lot of RNG involved, which is extremely frustrating considering how ridiculously difficult these levels already are. Coming back, in a world where the law of diminishing returns is in full swing with video games wasting time on looking next gen, Astro Bot is the only game that also feels next gen to play because it uses every feature of the PS5. This game is genuinely a technical masterpiece, man. The physics system is just jaw-dropping and I spent so much time just messing around with it every chance I got. Sound design is some of the best this medium has to offer, and the way this game uses the speaker on the controller is a big part of that. Speaking of the controller, Astro Bot's use of the PS5 DualSense controller speaker and haptic feedback makes it the first feel type game. The developers said that they wanted to make this game feel like a toy, and my god, what an accurate way to put it. You feel every hit, every patch of grass, every raindrop, like hell you can even feel the texture of the ground you're standing on, like the squishing of these air balloons. The insane level of immersion here is something that you just have to experience yourself to understand. It is genuinely in a league of its own. The DualSense controller is such a huge fundamental part of what this game is, and that's why this experience is only possible on PS5. Astro Bot is just an unbelievably great game that captures the very essence of what makes video games fun and shows what is possible when modern technology is put to use on things that actually matter. Another thing I'd like to mention is that the physical edition of this game comes with a giant poster inside the box. The developers also added new speedrun levels post-launch for free. Even if you play this game only for an hour, you can still tell how much the creators poured their heart out into making this thing. It is hard to put into words how much joy this game gave me, but what I do know is that it is the most I've ever smiled playing a video game. That's probably why I stuck around to platinum it. And when those credits rolled and said thank you you for playing. My heart just melted, man. There are no ifs, ands or buts involved here. This is a game that I would recommend to literally anyone who is looking for a good time. Astro Bot is not just one of the best games of 2024, it is quite literally one of the best games ever made. I know this video might not get a lot of views, but I just had to get my thoughts on this video game out there, man. It is so fucking good. As always, thank you all so much for watching till the end. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.